And we're back here from the practice gym, and wow, that was great timing. 3 seconds into the filming, they take a timeout. So we are stuck here with Pt.2 to play.
And just before
19-5 our score. Yeah, go ahead.
Just before we turn the camera on, Steve Franklin actually arrives in the practice gym.
Steve finally making the trek up here from the main gym. And he will look to get on the court here and start making a difference for his team, who right now is down by 14.
And like the secondary male protagonist that disappears halfway through the first reel of film, you have to wonder if Steve's return here in the second part of the first half will make any kind of positive impact.
Yeah, you gotta wonder. You know, he's been here, I think, almost all the games, so he has a little more chemistry going with some of the other main players, and we'll see if they can try and get something going here in this second half of this first half.
Now, what I'm interested to see is the chemistry that him and Adam have. Steve and Adam Franklin, of course, brothers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe not brothers on the best terms.
Yeah, we'll see. You never know with those things.
And here we go back after the timeout. Looks like the Platypi will have the ball. Steve Franklin coming in.
Steve Franklin is on the court after that timeout and getting, although Warner puts up a 3 and that one misses.
In and out.
Steve, nice play there by Steve, and he makes an immediate impact getting that offensive rebound. Ethan puts it up for 3 and that one misses.
Drew Pilgrim had a chance to make a play on that.
That one's in for 2. That makes it 21. And you gotta wonder, Steve walked all the way to the main gym, forgot his keys, walked back, and then had to walk all the way up here from his dorm, so he can't be ready to go.
And you know, keys are important, Brayton.
And Warner, I mean, no, not Warner, excuse me. Adam Franklin threw it off someone, but that's not like the time to do that.
No.
I'm sorry, you were saying the importance of keys. I have a feeling you're...
The importance of keys, an announcement was made recently. Campus-wide security depends on deadbolting your door. Now, deadbolting, not exactly a common practice at Bryan College. Most people just use the knob lock or leave their doors wide open, really, when they're gone.
Yeah, it's interesting, you know, the locks, there are 2 locks on the door. There's one little button you push, and that locks the handle so you can't turn it open the door. The deadbolt, of course, everyone knows what a deadbolt was. With just the handle locks, what happens is you can do what people call carding the door, where you just take a credit card or a gift card or something, stick it right in between the door and it opens the door. We speculating that when the dorms were built, as Warner misses another 3, that there were no such things as credit cards or anything like that, so that really wasn't a concern. But now, in this modern age, carding the door has become, you know, the way to get into your room if you don't deadbolt it. But apparently, and there's a 3, apparently they maybe had some problems that we haven't heard about, and they sent out that email.
Yeah, it really is important to secure your room when you're not in it. You know, it's not that hard to take a few extra seconds and deadbolt that thing, and, you know, undeadbolt it when you get back.
Nice 2 there by Adam. You know, it's interesting, we're talking about sending an email to lock our doors. We recently got an email from Dr. Livesay, president of Bryan College, telling us the dangers of texting while driving. So all of a sudden it seems there's been a uptick in the interest in our safety here. Bryan College really not known for its on-campus security. And so maybe they're trying to do their part through email just to make sure we know to look out for ourselves.
That's quite possible, Brayton. You know, something else I heard about the dorms today is the possibility that they'll be turning Long into a freshman dorm, Woodley into a sophomore dorm, and kicking us juniors and seniors down to the townhouses next year.
They are going to try and build new townhouses. Will they be ready for that kind of reshuffling? I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Frankly, I'd rather just stay in my room for the last year I'm here. And another 3 there. That makes it 27-7, so a 20-point deficit now. And we have 7 minutes to play in this one.
What interests me about this dorm shuffling is then you have a dorm of freshmen, really, with no upperclassmen in there at all that kind of share their experience and wisdom. I wonder, why would the college want that?
I don't know. And again, this is all speculation, I think. We haven't heard any concrete evidence regarding that. And honestly, I don't think it would work. So we'll have to see. Hopefully studies will show that it won't. And that'll just be speculation.
You know what is concrete?
What is that?
The proof against the Platypi winning right now is the Pac-Man continue to mount their score against this really underdog team at this point, and you have to wonder, an undefeated team like the Platypi, or the Pac-Man, excuse me, and they really need to push this hard against a team like the Platypi, who are, you know, completely victoryless at
Warner misses
at
a
this
3.
point. And as we've noted before, your regular season schedule really doesn't count for anything at all.
Well, here's an interesting scenario for you. We talked earlier about Team Morton getting kicked out. The Platypi lost to them in kind of a really wild game earlier in the year. Another 2 there. Earlier in the year, Warner looks a little frustrated there. It's a little early for Warner to be losing his cool. I mean, we still have another half to play.
That's
he may just have to take a break. No. So anyway, back to the story. The Platypi lost to Team Morton, and Team Morton has recently been kicked out of the league. If Team Morton was kicked out of the league to a rules-based violation, one could argue that a win should be given to the Platypi and that they were Morton being disqualified from the previous game. However, they weren't disqualified based on rules. EJ puts up a 3, and that's good. They were disqualified for really just their demeanor while playing, or I don't know if that's the right word, but so it wasn't really a rules thing, so I don't really think that argument can be made, which is unfortunate for the Platypi. That could have been a win for them.
Yeah, you know, even though it would have been a win that they hadn't earned by playing, any win
Warner puts in 2.
can help a team psychologically. You know, just the W on the sheet makes a big difference.
Absolutely, Pac-Man having a lot of W's on the sheet there, on the schedule, and no L's. Undefeated Pac-Man once again. Really a team that was non-existent last year. Several freshmen on this team, including EJ, like we said, is the red shirt. Ethan with that rebound.
You don't see Ethan Hickey making a whole lot of rebounds here.
I think they let Corwin get under the net and try and do hit. Oh, wow. Warner blocked there by EJ. And that's another 2. Warner kind of just trying to collect himself here.
You know, you almost wonder who Aston Alexander, which side is he on? Of course, he's sitting on the Platypi's bench, one of their players tonight, but it looks like he's cheering for the other team.
Warner, we may have been hit as he released that one. I don't know.
Warner guarding Nick Pecorari pretty close there. And the Platypi do have a couple of extra fans tonight. It's, of course, Emily, who has loyally been at every game we've been at. But we've also got Corey Hartzell, another guy from Long Prairie, not playing, but he's here to support his team.
Affectionately known as Corey Hartfelt and Corey Nineboom. And here are some subs. We're at 3:26 to play, 38-9 our score, so we're working on a 30-point deficit here, which is maybe the biggest deficit the Platypi have faced at halftime in a long time. They've historically, I mean, this season, done fairly well in the first half and just kind of lost the energy. EJ puts up another 3, and that one's short. Nice rebound there by Corwin. Ethan for 3, and that one goes in.
That was a beautiful shot. Nothing but the bottom of the net, Brady.
And we'll try and get the Platypi one more possession here before we have to go to break. Shortly before the half, unfortunately, but maybe we'll try and talk to a couple fans during the halftime and just get their perspective on the game. Ball's out to Drew here.
Drew Pilgrim, and an excellent pass to Warner. You know, we've seen a lot of good passes out of Drew Pilgrim.
EJ trying to intercept that one there. Made a good effort. Steve, oh, misses the 2.
Off the rim.
All right, we're going to go to a quick break here before halftime with 2.5 minutes to play in this one. It's 40-12 Pac-Man. We will be right back on
Basketball.